All right, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, I ain't even gonna play with you. It's hotter than the jalapeno's armpit out here. But that's the very reason we're making this video today. So we're gonna talk about mosquitoes. And I think, shoot, it's been about a month. Mosquitoes are running rampant at my place, and they're eating anybody that'll walk out in front of them. These mosquitoes down here don't play. You'll run back in the house with bites all over you. You'll be swole up like you ain't got no sense. I'm gonna show y'all how to get rid of most of them in your yard. You might have to use a couple other techniques we'll talk about later, but this technique right here will help a tremendous amount. It's helped me, and I don't use it every year. I only use it on years that they're really bad. I'll put a link in the description to the machine itself. It's just a fogger. This one's made by Cutter. I think you can get this one at Home Depot. I'm gonna say around 50 bucks, maybe 60, unless it's gone up. I have had this one for several years. It might have gone up some, but you get the actual fogger itself, and then you'll get the mini propane tanks, and then you'll get this fog juice, this Cutter Backyard Bug Control Fogging Insecticide. And I've had good luck with it. You unscrew that gas cap, if you want to call it that, the reservoir, and you fill that joker up with this fog juice. You're gonna spill a little bit, don't worry about it. I want to say it'll hold about half of this jug. I'm not 100% on the reservoir size. I could look it up. Oh, it's already overfilled. So this one still had some in it from a treatment I did in the past. But you want to fill that reservoir up, tighten that cap back on, and you can see I spilled a fair amount of it. We ain't gonna worry about that. I'll clean it up here in a minute. And this is for your yard. You don't want to do it indoors. I'm out here at the general store. So I'm gonna test it here just to show you what it does, but you want to use it outdoors. You want to go around your whole property. You want to dust it on anywhere that mosquitoes would be, on your shrubs, on your trees. You can fog it up into the tree limbs. You can hit the tree stumps. You can hit the roots. You can hit the grass. I spray it everywhere. I spray it. I've got culverts in my backyard where the driveway has a low spot and the water flows underneath. I spray it in the culverts and let it come out the other side. Anywhere that there might be some standing water too, because you know that's where mosquitoes breed, just run you a layer of fog down over that water just to show y'all. So on here, there's a gas knob. You just open that up, you'll hear the gas flow, then you hit your igniter, and you see, I don't know if you can see it, but it just lit on this end. You should be able to see it. I'll zoom in on the video. So there's a trigger here, and all it is a manual pump. So you got your reservoir, and the hose comes up to the manual pump, and this is your trigger, like on a squirt bottle. So you'll pump that with your fingers, and that'll pump the liquid down into this coil. There's a coil in there, and when that liquid gets down into that coil where that fire is, it'll vaporize it and turn it into a fog. And it takes a minute. When you first fill it up, you gotta wait for that coil to warm up. And when you're actually in your yard treating, if you go to pumping it and you're laying down a heavy fog and you see a liquid squirt out the end of the nozzle, just let off the trigger for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, let off the trigger for a few seconds and let that coil. That means you've overcome that coil with liquid heat there to vaporize the liquid. So let it warm up a little bit. There you go. I just barely pumped it and you saw a little fog come out. Let it warm up. You can even see part of the coil is glowing red now. So it's ready, or getting ready. You saw that liquid come out. That's what it'll start doing. And then when you pump it, it's gonna lay down some fog. So let's go outside. We'll get a little footage outside using it. So look, I have these pipes here, and I've got a project going, but something like that will definitely, when it rains, the water will build up in there. It's not gonna hurt anything. Spray it in those pipes. Yard, really. You can dust that grass. Rose bushes, flowers. Dust those. You can hear me walking down here. My yard stays pretty wet back here in the back, especially it just rained today. But all these wet areas, fog it. And if you can, get upwind of the area. That way the fog will float through the area that you're wanting to fog. So you see, it's that fog floating through that right there. So we got a good wind coming up now. I'm gonna hold it low and I'm gonna fog this whole area. And you'll see the fog float through that where the cypress trees are. You can hear me working that manual trigger. And those coils right there vaporizing that fog juice. Stuff like this right here, if you got some old trees pushed up in a pile, fog it. It's good breeding ground for mosquitoes. And that fog it'll get right up in there and go through that whole pile. If you got spots like this, I've got a spot in my backyard that stays wetter than any other spot. Actually holds water sometimes if it doesn't. It takes about 5 days of no rain for it to dry out. So it's kind of thick. I can't go through there with the lawnmower. Fog it. Like I said, you can hit it on the ground and let it run through that area. You can see a little standing water in there. Hit it with that fog. All right, guys, that'll be it for this video. You can actually, I've dusted my trees. You can dust your trees if you want to. It ain't gonna hurt. You can put it everywhere you want to. Anywhere you think those mosquitoes are setting up shop, shut them down, shut them down. All right. That's gonna be it for this video. If y'all don't mind, click that subscribe button down there. Share the video with your friends. If there's an affiliate link in the description and you're gonna order you some fogger juice or a fogger, use that affiliate link. Sometimes I'll have one down there and sometimes Amazon shuts me down. But that's it. Cutter, backyard bug control. All right, we'll see you in the next video.